In this video, let's talk about handlers. What handlers are in general? In general, handlers are some processes running on your server, and when user sends request to your server processes this request and writes back response. And if you look at documentation in Go, handler is a type and it is an interface. So handler is an interface in Go that have serve HTTP method. And as you see here, serve HTTP method has response writer and request. So request is something, it is an object that has information about the request user sending to your server. And server writes back a response using response writer. That's it. That's all handler does. So let's implement it. Let's implement simple server in Go. We're going to use HTTP package, has method listen and serve. And we're going to say it will listen on port 8080. And this listen and serve method takes a handler. So we need a handler. If I give it new, means no handler, and try to run it, go run main.go, make a curl request, localhost 8080. As you can see, it says not found. So we do not have any handlers yet. Let's create one. Let's create user handler. Type user handler. It's going to be struct. And let's implement. As you remember, handler is an interface in Go, so we have to implement this method. Let's implement it. Let's implement serve HTTP method. It's going to take w response writer and pointer to a request. That's it. It should be pointer receiver. Let's create pointer receiver. I'm gonna say h for handler, user handler. Let's expand it. All right, this is our method serve HTTP. Let's say we're going to write something to user back. So let's write a string. Give it a response writer and it would say hello user. And what we should do next, we have to provide this user handler to the listen and serve method. Let's create user handler like this. And let's run it. Run main.go. Like curl request. And as you can see, it works. But there is a problem here. It matches the routes. If I do curl request to slash, it will work. And if I do user, it will also work. And if I do anything, it would work. So how to fix this? To fix this, HTTP package provides a method called handle. You can do it like this, handle. Handle takes a pattern. So we have to match against some pattern. It could be user, it could be something. What if we want this handler to match user out? Let's do this. Let's say we want to match user out and we can provide handler. So we take this user handler and that's it. Now we're gonna say it's gonna be new. So handle method takes a pattern, the handler, and it matches this handler against this route. Let's test it. Let's say curl, and we should say user, and if we say something like slash, it is not found. So this works, but it is a lot of work to do to just write a simple handler that writes hello user as a response. So Go provides us a different way to do this. The same thing we can do, I think, simpler, to simplify this. We can do like this. We can use just handler as a function. So we can write user handler like this. And now we have a method called HandleFunc. So HandleFunc, just like handle, takes pattern and handler. But in this case, handler just a function that takes response writer and request. So we can use this function. Let's say same thing, user route, and provides its user handler. And as you can see, it is now looks better and simple. Let's test it. Let's make request. It is not found. And let's make request to user route. It now works. It now works. But in Go, you also have something called HandlerFunc. And what it does, it takes simple function, and makes it, converts it to a handler. So we can do like this, handle, user route, and we can't give it just a user handler like this, because it won't work. Because our function does not has serve HTTP method. So we can convert it to a handler. We can say http.HandlerFunc and give it function user handler. So HandlerFunc is just an adapter that converts this simple function to a handler. As you remember, handler is something that has serve HTTP method. So how does it work? How this HandlerFunc works? Let's see. If you go to the source code of this HandlerFunc, you can see just a type, and we're converting our function to this type, and this type has serve HTTP method, and it calls itself. So let's create our own HandlerFunc. Let's say we have a type, my HandlerFunc is going to be a function that takes response writer, pointer to a request, like this, and this type would have serve HTTP method. Let's say our type f my HandlerFunc have serve HTTP response writer and request. And now we can provide our own HandlerFunc function. we can use it like this. We can say user handler, it won't work. What's going on here? Mixed name and name parameters. Oh, let's fix this. As you can see, it won't work because user handler, this function, does not implement search for HTTP method. And we can say my HandlerFunc and convert it to our HandlerFunc. And we can call this user handler like this. And it will work. Let's test it. As you can see, it works. It doesn't work for root route, it works for user route. And I think this is all you should know about handlers in Go. If you have any questions, you can ask questions in the comments. So that's it. If you like this video, give me a like and subscribe. So thanks for watching.